live in an exciting city, but don't have a lot of time to get out in nature. Now we're getting back. In this video, I left the Catman at home and joined a friend for a sailing journey from Alabama to the beautiful white beaches of Florida. As soon as the semester was over, I rented a car and eased on down the road to Gulf Shores. Alright y'all, this is the starting point of my journey. This is Lulu's Homeport Marina in Gulf Shores, Alabama. It's early in the morning, I'm having my coffee, getting ready to get going. I really wanted to have a much better intro for you, but the long and short of it is, I'm on an adventure. This trip is kind of a little bit of a walkabout for me. I have grown to love sailing over the last few years, but don't have a lot of confidence in it. And I don't like being afraid of things. So a good friend of mine is taking a month-long slow boat sail along the coast of Florida. And so I asked if I could join him for a few days, and he said yes. So I'm gonna learn a thing or two. More importantly, get a lot of hours on the water, and hopefully see some beautiful places and have a little bit of fun as well. So I'm a little apprehensive, but also really excited, and I have no idea where this video or this journey is going to take me, but I have good feelings about this. Our chariot, SV Windane. Here we go! We topped off the tanks and headed out into the Intracoastal Waterway, also known as the ICW. It's a 3,000-mile system of canals and modified natural waterways. It accommodates boat travel and also shipping from Boston all the way to Brownville, Texas. Oh man, pelicans are the most majestic dinosaurs, aren't they? Our end point is Panama City Beach, Florida, but our destination is the journey. Our first pit stop was Pirate Cove, Alabama. We wanted a quick lunch. It's a really fun and friendly place with a lot of charm. Hey there, pups. Hi, pups. And really delicious burgers. Alright y'all, we're on to leg 2 of our journey from Pirates Cove to Fort McCree. And the winds have picked up, so we're having a nice fresh little sail on the jib. There was almost no one on the waterway with us. It was hot and clear with a light breeze all afternoon. All these bridges are plenty tall, but from underneath they still look so close. Oh well, welcome to Florida. As we neared the Gulf, we had to zig back and forth through a narrow channel dredged in the waterway, but we could see Perdido Key in the distance. We pulled the dinghy out as soon as we had anchored for the night. Let's go explore Fort McCree. Concrete fort. It was built during World War II, but the war was over before it was completed. Now it's kind of just a big clubhouse for sailors and local teenagers to get up to no good. Here we are. Wow. Where are we? The geeky inside joke that I have landed upon an island with a hatch is not lost on me. I think I can squeeze through here. It was pitch dark inside, and with only our phones as lights, kind of dangerous, so we didn't stay long. I'm out of breath, but wow, we just climbed up on top of the fort. Look at that. That's amazing. Oh, this is amazing. This is beautiful. Not too shabby for a Thursday afternoon. As the sun started to set, the captain raised our flags. One for the beautiful state of Louisiana, and one to, well, signal to our neighbors that we had beer. No one joined us for sundowners that night, but it sure was one of the most memorable sunsets ever. That night I slept in the cockpit of the boat. A long beam from the lighthouse and the gentle whisper of the water kept me company. And then sunrise came, and with her, dolphins. Good morning, y'all. It's day 2. I don't know how I'm counting days on this trip. Day 3 of this trip. We are just getting ready to raise up the anchor in Fort McCree, and we're going to be journeying about 10 miles to Pensacola Beach. We're going to stay at a marina tonight. It's already been a fantastic morning. There was a sunrise. We're dealing with some alternator belt issues, but I saw dolphins and jellyfish, and it was magical, and I've already had a lot of coffee. But it's time for us to get underway, so I'll see you in Pensacola. We pulled up the anchor and headed out while the sun was still rising, before any of our fellow cruisers had even peeped out from their cabins. Yeah, I'm aware of how goofy that hat looks, but it for real worked, y'all. You gotta protect your skin out there. The morning was really super calm and clear. And yet again, almost no boat traffic. It was a day that kind of helps you forget about the rest of the world. When we got to Pensacola Beach, there was a bit of chaos, so I didn't film our arrival, but we headed over quickly to Peg Leg Pete's when a super nice local guy offered us a ride. It's a really fun Florida sort of place, and they have a mean oyster sampler. There's some weather blowing in, but we're safely docked up, so we're going to a bar. We made sure all the hatches were battened down, and then we head back out to Shaggy's bar, where no video was taken, fortunately. I did want to walk on the beach one time really quick, even though the weather was coming in, and shoot an obligatory foot-in-water video for you. The wind got really crazy that night, so I had to sleep below decks, which I hate. But luckily, the captain has a giant collection of movies, and we kept ourselves entertained as we banged around in the weather against the dock. Super tired this morning. We are still in Pensacola Beach, and we had a lot of wind last night. It made for rough sleeping. So pretty tired, but pretty excited. We're gonna make a long leg of our journey today, shooting for 50 miles on our way from Pensacola Beach to Destin. And I'm pretty excited. The weather has, as you can see, calmed down now. So hopefully it's gonna be another beautiful and excellent day. And very fortunately, there is coffee. I do love a lonely sunrise on the beach. I took advantage. I had a nice long walk, and then I played myself a few tunes before we headed out. This morning was really beautiful, but crazy calm. At first, the only movement we got was from the wake of motorboats. But after a while, a breeze picked up and we raised the drifter. That's a lightweight Genoa. It's designed for maximizing the potential of light winds. It's so really pretty and so fun to sail on. The wind was a little bit shifty, but it was a tailwind, so we kept up a nice pace. Once the wind could take it, we raised the main and really started sailing. Honestly, y'all, there is not much to bring you joy like sailing along the side of a pod of dolphins. We stayed in the favor of the sun and the wind most of the day. Early in the afternoon, the wind started picking up, and we were cruising. Woo! 8.5! Healing. The leaning of the boat like that as it captures the wind and boosts the speed is one of the things about sailing that always makes me a little bit anxious. I know it's totally safe, but I like having my feet flat on the ground. But I held up okay, I think. And I was totally okay to take over the wheel when it came time to lower the sails and roll into the bay outside of Destin. When we finally anchored at Destin, we were zonked. We grilled dinner and enjoyed our sundowners listening to quiet music. Our anchorage was really super choppy at first, but it did settle down after sunset to a gentle rocking tide. Still, I was really happy to be able to sleep outside again, and it was actually probably the best night of sleep I had on the voyage. We left Destin before 7. We were really ready to get out of that bumpy bay and get started on our longest journey, and our last, from Destin to Panama City Beach. It was, of course, again, a really beautiful day, and a few more dolphins came to see us off. But once they left us, so did the wind. This day was 8 solid hours through the narrowest, zigzaggiest parts of the ICW. We took turns steering and laid back to enjoy the ride. The entire day we had to motor. The waterway was just like glass. The wind was right in our faces, so it was keeping us cool, but killing our speed. But then again, how can you argue with that scenery?
I can't believe I missed it. There's a bald eagle in that tree.
We arrived in Panama City Beach just before sunset, and I set up my little fort one more time. The next day, friends arrived. And one of my besties and I headed immediately to the beach for some decadent relaxation and more obligatory foot in water video footage. There were definitely folks on the beach, but it was really far from crowded. The water is so clear and the sand is so white and fine. I could have stayed there forever. I think my friend could have too. We took a break to replenish our drinks at Schooners. With our big, delicious daiquiris in hand, we pretty much immediately returned to the water. And when you're on a beach and you have a collectible daiquiri cup full of said daiquiri, what else are you gonna do but document it in every way you can possibly imagine? magical day. But we had to head back and get some rest for the journey home. Sleeping outside on a boat, you get up crazy early, so we just headed home. I really can't thank my friend, the captain of this ship, enough for this experience. Or my friend for driving 5 hours to pick me up in Panama City Beach. I definitely got back to nature this week, and I definitely feel like more of a sailor.